Hey, am I live? I think I am. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can, and I'll explain what I'm up to besides driving. I'm just not sure how my sound is doing, and I know I have to get off at an exit somewhere close coming up. So I see Lord Ravener. I see Intense Webs. Can you guys hear me if you're there still? And I'm not sure how well my connection is going to work either. So we're going to see. I am in the state of Colorado. Okay, my sound's good. I am in the state of Colorado, so there are places where it gets a little bit wonky. I just wanted to, well, I was stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. Now we're moving a little bit. Just wanted to say hi to everyone because I haven't streamed in a little bit. And I'm driving 2 hours, but I'm kind of like, actually, I'm probably like an hour and a half away still to go get my dog, which I'm super excited about. My ex-husband has my dog most of the time because of my living situation isn't stable until June 1st. And I'm going to get him for a week. I just got an alert. There's a speed check ahead. It's a good thing I'm going the speed limit. Well Hung and Dung is here. What's up, my man? My one of my favorite people. Just thinking about me and you'll crash. Yeah, that's really a nice thing to do when I'm driving. I'm actually an excellent driver, and I don't get too distracted. So if I don't see all of your chats, that is why. And I am not getting off there. That's where they want me to get off. There's a lot of bumper to bumper traffic there. I don't know what's going on here. I am kind of driving during rush hour though. It's 8:15 in the morning here. So let's see. I see Jeremy Burtz, I think. Hi, Jeremy. We got all the comic skaters in here. It's your hours, I guess. This is actually usually when I'm going to sleep a lot of the times because I'm an insomniac. I don't sleep during nighttime hours, and I don't know, I've been getting a little better at it, but not really. So I don't really know what to talk about, but she's not getting off. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Anyway, oh, I'm not getting off at that exit. Yes, you are correct. Yes. But of course, Well Hung has to make it so that I look at it and think it's dirty, which is okay. But this is a morning drive stream. I'm keeping it casual. Okay, so I am at, I think I have like 10 more miles to go before I have to get onto the main highway, which is really kind of a pain. I wish I could switch my camera around. I think I can eventually. When I'm not in such a congested traffic, I will, because there's like really beautiful mountains all around me. The scenery is really nice. And once I get onto the main, it's like I-70. It goes all the way across the country. There's some breathtaking views there. And I also drive by, if anyone is familiar with the Woody Allen movie Sleeper, the house that's in it, the Sleeper house. Hi, Dad, man. Walking. How are you doing? Yeah, I drive by the Sleeper house, which is like this cool, like it looks like a spaceship almost. It's like this circular white. I don't know. The I can't talk. The architecture is really cool. I just have to pay attention for a second and figure out where. Okay, I'm not getting off there yet either. Okay, doing good so far. So I see. Now I'm clearing up here. That's good. This is better than listening to Sinatra play his bass. Is that what Sinatra? Am I streaming at the same time as Sinatra right now? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know who was streaming. I just started up because I was in dead bumper to bumper traffic. It just happened to start moving, which is actually, it's really surprising. I'm probably going to have traffic on I-70, but I took a way to bypass Denver. I live like an hour away, kind of south of Denver, and I'm heading to a little town that is halfway between here and a ski town called Steamboat Springs. I meet my ex-husband halfway. So Woody is my hero. I adopted a daughter and wife because of him. All right. I don't know which Woody we're talking about, but Woody from Toy Story. Woody or Woody Woody Allen, who I was talking about. Duh. I was just talking about Woody Allen. I'm not quite awake, and it's days like this that I wish I drank coffee. But if I drank coffee, I would be having heart palpitations right now because I don't drink caffeine anymore, really. He's not. I just mean in general, says Will Huntington. For some reason, you're the only comics that I can see. And next, you're the only one commenting. Intense webs. Oh, that is so true. I don't know what you said before that, though, and I'm not going to scroll because you do have to be safe on the road. Even though I'm totally driving like a granny in the right lane, doing the right thing, driving behind a Land Cruiser that's now getting off at that exit. But yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm used to living more up in the Rockies, and that's where I'm driving into the mountains right now, towards the mountains. And I'm used to seeing snow everywhere, even this time of year, because it's always at the top of the mountaintops. And coming from this way right now, it's just really dry, kind of brown. I mean, the mountains are pretty, but they're not as pretty as they usually are. I would think, you'd think there would be more green or something. Where I am, it's more of like the red rock kind of look. So everything's like red there. That road is pretty crappy. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, don't make fun of me. Well, you probably will, but I'm getting out of this lane because ahead of me, and you might be able to see when I pass it. I don't think you will though, because it's going to be on this side. Oh, I'm mirrored. No, that's the right way. There's totally the Final Destination log truck. And it's right here. About to pass it. Let me see if I can like turn to show you if it will turn. I don't think it will. You might be able to see it behind me. Let me get. Oh, it's they have hay bales and wood. It's not as scary, but from far away they looked like logs. And I just imagined that scene where a log comes and like crushes the person. So this is the car over here, or the truck over here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of, you won't be able to. I don't even know. This is set up so weird on my dash. You're driving to South Park. No, I'm not. But cool story about South Park is Trey Parker and Matt Stone frequently would go to Steamboat Springs, which is where I used to live. I lived there for 15 to 17 years on and off. And is it Resin Smokes? Or Basin? I can't read it very well. I'm sorry, but hey, how are you doing? What's up? I am driving to go pick up my dog. My ex-husband and I share custody. I'm going to get over here in front of the Final Destination truck. That was funny. So the story, well hung in tongue, brought up. Okay, come on. Brought up South Park, and Trey Parker and Matt Stone used to come up to. Well, they do. They vacation or they have homes. I think. Well, I know one of them has a home for a fact in Steamboat Springs, where I used to live, which is like a ski town. And it's very rural if you're a local. It gets crowded during ski season, but it's podunk as crap, and it's, I don't know, whatever. But it's the mother of my youngest brother and sister. Her and my dad are not together anymore, but she actually designed a Japanese tea house in the backyard for, I believe it's Trey. I think it's Trey that's married. He has a Japanese wife, and so she did it for their home. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. It might be Matt Stone. But yeah, they're frequently spotted up in Steamboat a lot. And also if you guys remember the Duck Dynasty show, the Robertsons, or Robertsons, Willie Robertson, they have a restaurant up there, so we would see them around once in a blue moon. There's a bunch of celebrities that go up there just because, skiing's for rich people. I swear, I think this past winter, a ski ticket I heard was like $219 for a 1-day pass just for the gondola. That's not including like if you have to rent or anything like that. It's definitely not affordable in my eyes. So I don't even know if anyone's still here. I don't even know if I'm still. Oh, it says 5 people. It says I'm still alive. I'm amazed that I'm getting service here. Can you see some of the mountains in the background? I guess a little bit, but they're not really crazy yet. I'm getting traffic again now. This is going to be fun. And I also got the warning. My ex-husband is very impatient, and he was like, "If you're not there at 10 o'clock, I'm leaving." I was like, "You better not leave. I'm driving 2 hours to get my dog." He's driving an hour and a half, so is what it is. Oh, this is where I start to go crazy. Talk to me in the chat. What's everyone doing today? What is everyone's plans? And what time is it where you guys are at? Because it's now 8:23 here. And I put do not disturb on my phone, but I am still getting these notifications coming now, which is really annoying. He's Steven Crowdering you. Is that what Steven Crowder does? I don't know. I don't follow Steven Crowder. I just know his name. So explain why that is. What does that mean? It's Steven Crowdering me. There is a reason why I'm not married to him anymore. So, I'm interested. 8:23 here. Oh, you're a mountain man too. Mountain man. I wonder if you're near me. I'm in the state of Colorado. I don't have a permanent residence yet, so I'm not really. I don't really care, where I used to live in Steve, but I don't live there anymore. But I am about an hour south of Denver now, which I like. Oh, well hung and dung says he's controlling. Steven Crowder's controlling. Yes, that's an understatement. Still controlling even after we haven't been together for a couple of years really. Even though we were living in the same house, we had separate rooms and stuff. But our divorce took forever because of the pandemic. Sorry, whatever the thing's called. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about that. I don't know. But really, it's only been like finalized since October or November. I can't remember the exact date. But yeah. Sorry. And Tanks Webs is in Houston Central Time. Oh, Lord Raiders in Mexico. You know what's so cool about so I had never been to Mexico until I moved to Colorado. I'm from the East Coast originally. I'm a Philly girl, born and raised, and I lived in I did some time in Boston too. Not time as in jail. I went to Berklee College of Music there, and then I taught there for a little bit. Then went back to Philly. Then came here. But I'd been all over Europe traveling, and I've been to Canada, but I'd never gone to Mexico because it wasn't really close. And to fly to the first time I went to Mexico from Colorado, it was only like a 3-hour flight going to Puerto Vallarta. Hi, B. Is that who that says it is? B. And then Jeremy Burks, you're in Virginia. I've been to Virginia to Richmond a couple times. B says, good morning. B, where are you around? What time is it there for you? So Jeremy Burks, you are 2 hours later. You're at East Coast time, so it's almost 10:30 there. Okay, let's see where I'm supposed to get off here. Hold on one moment. I might, it's not going to lose you, but I have to check my directions for 1 second. So, and unfortunately it's on my phone. I know where I'm going, but there's another way to exit. Okay, I'm looking for exit. Let's see. I hope you're still there. My mic wasn't working. Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, when I switched to go to check the thing, it must have muted my mic. Sorry, guys. So where'd you hear me last? I was commenting on. Let's see. You can hear me now. I think you should be able to. I was commenting on it takes folks in Houston Central Time, so it's 9:30 there. I was saying Jeremy Burke's in Virginia. I've spent time in Richmond, and what is it called? Powhatan? Powhatan, I think it's called, is where my ex's mom lived for a while. And then B, I said good morning to him, so I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but if I was muted. And so Will Hung said Steven Crowder was annoyed that he left to the state where his wife was allowed to divorce him. That's where I was going. In Colorado, they make it so easy to get married. Like, you literally can walk into the courthouse and walk out, and I think it's like $75 or something like that. But to get divorced, and granted, I filed for divorce once, and then I went back, and I didn't go through the divorce, and then the second time, it took 2 years almost. I think a little over 2 years, actually. A lot of that was because of, courthouses shut down and stuff like that. But Colorado also is a state that does have, what do they call it? Legal separation. So they urge you to get separated first, legal separation, and then do the marriage thing, and they make you wait 90 days first and all this stuff. So it's kind of one of those states, but it actually wasn't that hard. Okay, so now that's what I wanted to address. Well, Hung and Tung used to date a girl in Philly who worked in Cherry Hill. She was smart to work in Cherry Hill. I'll tell you that, because when you live in Philadelphia and you work in the city, you get taxed out like the rear end. Because I lived in Philly and worked in Philly, and the wage, like the taxes if you work there, are just ridiculous. So going and working in Cherry Hill, which is Jersey, which is basically Philly, you go right across the bridge. That was smart of her. Do you know what area in Philly she was from? I lived in I grew up partially with my dad, who was in Center City and South Philly for a little, and then with my mom, who lived right outside of Montgomery County, right outside of Philly, and that's where I went to high school, public school there. And then once I was an adult, I lived in South Philly for most of my 20s before I came to Colorado. It wasn't really South Philly. It's technically South Philly, but it wasn't like deep South Philly. It was a couple blocks off of South Street. And South Street was where I worked. I had a booking company back then, and I booked punk, underground, metal, all sorts of bands like that. And I did a weekly punk rock night on South Street that actually became pretty successful for a while there. The flyer for it made it into a coffee table book called rock poster art or something. It's kind of neat. So let's see. Why are you giving me distractions here? Okay, in less than a mile, I'm getting off. So hold on. Okay, back. Ty Swift, Ella, Texas. It's 2 months to get divorced, and you can remarry 1 month after that. I'm sure you can get remarried in Colorado really easily. And you know what? If you went through the divorce like an amicable divorce or whatever, they don't even call it divorce here. They call it dissolution of marriage. And it's just that it's the 90-day waiting period, which is the major thing. So it's 3 months you have to wait. But they make you go through these like marriage mediators and stuff like that. I just make sure I'm going west. Hold on, guys. I'm not going east back to Denver. I'm heading towards Grand Junction, which I'm not going that far. But just make sure I'm getting on the right way. So give me 1 moment. Here we go. Okay, now let's start getting prettier. I actually strongly dislike I-70 though when you're going into the mountains, because there's some areas of it that are just sketchy. And okay, I don't need your notifications anymore. Thank you. Let's just get me on to where I need to go. This stupid big circle thing here. Hi, Lorenzo. I think that's Lorenzo that I see. I cannot talk. I mean, I usually can, but it's especially bad this morning. Okay, let me just do this big circle. It makes me car sick. Maybe I'll puke forever. I'm just totally kidding. Okay, I'm behind another one of the Final Destination trucks. Why is this messing with me? That movie like really messed with my head. Got my new ride, my new vehicle. It doesn't have much pickup. I finally have my own car, which is pretty cool. I see Hiawatha. What's up, Hiawatha? And what do we have here? We have a rare sighting of Courtney in the wild. I'm driving to go pick up my dog Walter. I'm so excited to see him. My ex-husband has him most of the time, but he lets me do. He allows me. It's my dog too. That's what's so effed up about it. I'm going to meet him halfway right now. Driving 2 hours to pick up my dog for like a week, and the only reason he's even being nice enough to like not make me drive the 4.5 hours or something all the way to Steamboat Springs is because it's my birthday next week, and so he's kind of being nice, kind of. So interesting fact, I am passing Red Rocks right now. If anyone has heard of Red Rocks, they do, there's a lot of concerts there. It's a pretty famous music venue. That's where I'm driving through right now, and I'm getting away from the Final Destination truck number 2. And we are going up into the mountains. So there is a chance that I might lose you guys. And if I do, that's because reception sucks. There's like so many parts of this trip where you don't even get cell phone service. Because it's the mountains. But you should be able to see maybe like out this way some of the mountains as I'm driving up here. I can't really reposition things. So right now, I'm about 18 miles from Idaho Springs. That means I'm probably like 40 minutes from where I am getting off the exit to meet up and get my doggy. Can't wait. All right. There's some new people. I'm just getting up around that big freaking death truck. Okay. So I see Hiawatha. Apex. I see Apex. What's up, Apex Comics? How are you doing this morning? I don't have to ask you for where you're from because I think you're Texas. Also, so you're Central Time. Okay, I'm in the wrong lane here. So we're going an uphill ascent, not descent. It would be an incline for a little bit here, and you get all these trucks that go like 2 miles per hour because they can't make it up here. And then when you start to go back down, all the trucks, there's like all these runaway truck ramps. I don't know if people are familiar with those for trucks that can't stop. So I swear I'm coming up on the sleeper house, and I will grab my phone if I can see it to show you guys from the Woody Allen movie. But it's kind of hard to see. It's like up in the trees somewhere. And so if I can't, I do see it actually up here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's too windy for me to grab my phone to show you. And I have to make it up this hill. This exit says Buffalo Bills Graven Museum, next exit. I wish I could go on like a tour of these things and like show you guys. That would be kind of fun. I just don't have the time. This way. Because my ex-husband said if I'm late, he's leaving. You're right. He won't do that. But now we're passing an exit for Lookout Mountain. Kind of giving you guys all just the, I don't know, lay of the land here. Or, you know, if somebody wants to like get in their helicopter and follow me, they probably could find me. Totally kidding. How do they go from 75 miles per hour to 55? How are you going to do that to me? I'm pretty much not an East Coast driver anymore. Like my road rage has very much calmed down, but I still get a little like, Okay. Oh, Low Specs here. What's up, Low Specs Minutes laptop? How are you doing? I'm driving 2 hours away to get Walter. I think you've seen Walter before. Oh my, what is stream all the time with him? So, let's see what else. Saying hi to each other. These poor trucks cannot get up this hill. I mean, this guy must be going like, I'm only going 50. This guy's just like, wow, slow boat. You know, coffee. I wish I still drank coffee. Low Spec, I was saying that before. If I drank a coffee right now, I would probably have heart palpitations. Okay, so this sign says wildlife crossing next 10 miles. And actually, we're going to pass through this town where, I forget what kind they are. They're the Elkhorn sheep or something, I think they're called. I can't remember. But they're the certain kind of sheep with like the big horn. Okay, hold on, I'm going through. Right. I'm usually a mad woman when I drive. I'm trying to be good because I'm on camera. Usually I'm weaving in and out of people like a jerk. But why bother today? So this next exit has Guido's Pizza. I've mentioned to people before how I'm my family even calls me, my step family, I'm an honorary Italian because I grew up with all of them. My stepfather, his family was very traditional, like South Philly Italian. Yeah, I passed the sleeper house. I didn't get a chance to do that. But okay, this is where I have to try and do this. Let me see if I can get you guys off from here without killing myself. Hold on. There we go. Because look what I'm entering. Can everybody see the mountains with the snow and how pretty that is? I hope you can. I hope I didn't just like turn off the thing because I'm not looking. But that's what I'm used to. Snowy mountains. So let's see if I can get this back on here while still looking at the road. It's going to be a test of something here. I'm good at driving with my knees, which is awesome. I have long legs. And that probably turned all my volume down. Hold on. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Volume back up. Can you hear me? Bighorn sheep. That's what they're called, low spec. Okay. I am driving safe. Thank you, though. Shield Wall of Dragons. Nice to see you. I'm a really good knee driver because I have long legs. I usually do just drive with my knees and do too many things at once anyway. I just wanted to show everyone the snowy Rocky Mountains. And now I'm back to my safe driving. I was trying to get it so like the steering wheel wasn't completely. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't know. All right. If I missed anyone in the chat so far, I'm sorry. Hey, Tree Goblin. I see Tree Goblins here. Hey, don't crash. I'm not going to crash. Oh my God, there's another one of the number 3 Final Destination. That movie, I saw it one time and it just freaked me out. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, right? Has anyone seen that movie where the log truck and the log just comes and kills the person while they're driving? That's the. Yeah, I'm not going to crash. Don't worry about it. I promise. I can read the chat because it's where I'm driving. It's right in front of me. But thank you. This is like a squirrely part of I-70 that I'm on. It's actually a way more interesting part because like the couple times that I've driven across the country, like going from Philly here to Colorado. Hold on, let me put my cruise control on so I don't get pulled over because I have a heavy foot. There we go. Especially because we're going downhill now. Americans, crazy Americans. Yeah, we're so crazy. I am crazy. Not because I'm American though, I don't think. Proud to be an American. I don't know why I sang that. I'm just reading all the signs to you guys. All CMV must carry chains on I-70. That's the, because it gets snowy up here, I guess, for the big trucks. I've only seen, I was talking about runaway ramps, the runaway truck ramps earlier, because like now we're going down. We're going to go like up, down, through these mountains. And the trucks can't stop. They have these like crazy, they're just dirt ramps that go up the mountain where the truck could just go up and slow down that way if their brakes don't work. I hear a doot doot doot. Probably my ex-husband texting me like, "You ever be on?" I know that's the three I never stay high on them because of that movie. Right, we're going back uphill now. And we are passing, no, not yet. I think we're going to pass Beaver Creek ski resort and stuff like that. All the resorts are pretty much closed now because it's May. I know that like Steamboat Springs, I think their closing day was like April 17th or 18th, and they might have extended it an extra week. They had, I think, the second highest record of snowfall this year. It was crazy. I went up to see my dad one time and to see my dog, and it was just unbelievable. They were getting like a couple feet every day when I was up there. Beaver Brook and Floyd Hill. No comment. Where's Georgina? The Mountain West always makes you think about the people who went across in went across in wagons and stuff before interstates. I know. How crazy would that be? I mean, that's really nuts because this is, I mean, it's still, even though it's all developed, where I was in Steamboat, like there's no surrounding towns. You get to a point where in Colorado where it's just like a town and then you have to go miles to the next town. And you can literally get like trapped in Steamboat during the wintertime because they'll close down Rabbit Ears Pass. So you can't get out like the main way. You can go south and like go an extra couple hours during a storm to get out of there, but it's pretty nutty. But I had an experience, and this is nothing like people in wagons going across, but just to give you an idea of how it's still like the Wild West and nutty. I was going to pick, this is like 10 years ago probably, I was going to pick up my ex at his buddy's house in Hayden, and it's on this road called the Cog where there's no cell phone service at all. And it's like this road where you're on the edge of a cliff and whatnot, and it was wintertime, very snowy. And I'm a good winter driver, and I had a truck that was manual, not automatic, so you have a lot more control. Come on. What is this person's license plate? I think their license plate says BLT. I'm not even kidding. It does. That's awesome. But I was going to pick him up on the Cog, and it was 11 o'clock at night. And so you get to a point where there's no cell phone service. And I might add that there are no street lights anywhere when you're in the mountains. And I'm like, first of all, I'm terrified of the dark. I don't care. Make fun of me. That's one of my fears is like not being able to see. And when it's snowy like that, you can't tell, like the ditches will be filled with snow. So you can't tell on the edge of the road. Long story short, it was slow motion and I went like, toop, and I flipped over in the truck in the ditch. And no cell phone service. You can't call anybody. It's pitch black and there's like no light anywhere. I saw one light in the, like, I don't know, I probably walked like a quarter mile. It wasn't like terrible. But I just started walking towards this one light, which was this house. And I was in thigh deep snow. And then all of a sudden I noticed that there were horses like all around me and stuff like that. So it gets pretty crazy. So yeah, I can't imagine people that like did this stuff in like wagons and whatnot. I think I saw Punk Waddle and I saw Fenrir Fire. I think, right? Hey, what's up, guys? I can't read all of the chats because I'm actually about to go through Golden, and it gets not through Golden, but Golden, by the way. Fun fact: that is where the Coors Brewing Factory is. But if you can see out the window at all, let me see if I can like turn like this a little. You'll start to see like, I wish you could do it this way. This is the way I want you to see, but it won't turn that way for some reason. Maybe it'll let me turn like this. You can start to see like what I'm going through right now. This is like all just rocky kind of. There's a creek down below. Well, it's the river, but it looks like a creek at this point. And I wish I could show you this side because this is like this whole cliff kind of thing. But this is what I'm driving through, and I'm turning it that way so I don't see the chat right now because we're windy. windy roads for a little bit here. I despise being a passenger when we're driving, like when we used to drive from Steamboat down to Denver, because I get so carsick. Right, like specifically at this area, which is we're coming up on like Idaho Springs area. But yeah, this is the main interstate. So it's like, you guys are seeing the boring side. You're just seeing like the trees. Sorry, you're not seeing the mountainous side. Hopefully, we'll see something cool when we come around this bend. But I just got an alert, speed check alerted ahead. I'm going 40 miles per hour because nobody's going faster. I'm not too worried about it. And I don't want to go in the express lane entrance because at this time of day, when you do that, sometimes you get stuck in that one lane. Okay, so we're passing. Oh, I don't know if you can see the sign that we're passing. It says "Quick Stop for Cannabis." That is definitely Colorado for you. And then we're going through Idaho Springs. On the right side that you can't see right now, we're passing Central Parkway, the Casino Parkway, which takes you to Central City, which is where the casinos are. There's Blackhawk, I think is what it's called, area. This big truck. Gee. There's a tunnel. Let's see if you can see the tunnel at all. You'll see the side of it. Veterans Memorial Tunnel. So, salute all you veterans. This is for you. This tunnel is for you. And then when we come out of here, maybe you'll see another something cool. I know you can see like the coal trains and stuff somewhere along this route on the side that you're looking at, but I don't quite see them yet. But Idaho Springs, there's my copper right there. 6 up, what's up? Like anyone can go fast here. People are going so slow. Let's get over to this lane so I can just chill. Okay, so we are in Idaho Springs now, and you should be able to see. No, that's not going to work. I think I have to just come back this way and talk to you guys. There we go. But you can get an idea of what I'm driving through here. It's a really cool drive. And of course, I put this back right now when, oh no, it's on this side that you can't see. So there's a lot of like coal trains here, and there's a ton of miners around this area still. And they have like old mining kind of villages that you can like tour, specifically in this like Idaho Springs area. I don't know if you call them mining villages. But now the next truck that's on this right side that I'm coming up on, but I'm not behind, reminds me of what was that video game, Spy Hunter, where you could like drive the car up into the truck? Okay. Punk Water says he got tunnel vision. And Lord Ravener says, is it Ravener or Ravener or Ravener? I don't know if I'm ever saying it right. Pretty decent cell service so far. I know, I can't believe it because there is an area where I lose service usually. But I did switch my camera down to like, I usually have like the 1080, and I didn't do that. Jeez, these cars are freaking me out. We're passing the Indian Hot Springs Spa and Lodge. They have hot springs all over Colorado, and those types of places, they do like they'll put little like teepees over these like individual hot springs, so you can have like your own little like hot spring, private hot spring for your romantic getaway. And then in Steamboat Springs, the Strawberry Park Hot Springs, at nighttime, clothing is optional, and it actually gets really gross there. I don't like going at nighttime. It's not that I have a problem with like naked people, but people are just really degenerate these days. And I know I can have a mouth and say funny things, and I'm usually joking late night streams, but it's just kind of gross. And this billboard, it says one word. It just says epic. That's one of my least favorite words ever from living here, because I can't tell you how many like people. It's just like skier talk. People would be like, "Man, the hill was epic today," and it's like the hill. That mountain is like almost 12,000 feet. That's not a hill. And epic, you're just dumb. Um, we used to call like waiting in line for the gondola. It's coffee, farts, and common conversation. That's like what the experience is like. Anyway, oh, Sherry again. Hello, Sherry again. Is that a 40K reference? Okay. That's actually really funny, and I can't tell if you're calling me Katerina now. Dead by giant log. This is a huge oil thing. There's just a lot of these big trucks that you don't trust around here because they're not good on this highway. But he's going faster than me because I'm stuck behind this Honda that's like going really slow. Okay. Okay, you're gonna see a lot more of these here. I'm gonna turn it for you guys now. You can see some of these mountains that we're gonna be going through. It's just these narrow kind of passages with all these big rocky mountains. Pun intended. And so when I used to live in Steamboat, I taught there, but I also taught in a town that was like half an hour away, and they had these kind of like cliff like rocky faces or whatever. And of course, it's on this side, a perfect example of it, but they have to put these like mesh nets up because rocks fall all the time and they'll fall into the road, and it's 2-lane highways everywhere. This is actually 2 lanes going one way and 2 lanes going the other way, which is cool. We're coming up on, I think you might be able to see here, there's like, you'll see a bunch of like red kind of reddish, like, I don't know, stair things or whatever. That's actually a zip line course that they have there that I don't want to try because zip lining is pretty terrifying. I did it in Mexico. I won't do it again. But I have this thing where I'll try anything once, but I'm terrified of heights. So, oh, they're hiring at the zip line course. I won't work there. It's the Colorado Adventure Center. They rent rafts there also. Oh, here's more of the adventure stuff. You can see it. I don't even know what that is. That's like one of those whole like obstacle courses up way too high. All right, now we're cruising. And I'm looking at the snowy mountains again, but it's too hard to get the thing off of here. So, okay, better put those cops everywhere. Annoying. Put my cruise control back on. All right. And not that fast, so I'm on this person's ass. Oh, on another note, I know you guys will be so excited to hear this, but it's May is Vasculitis Awareness Month. So spread awareness for vasculitis. That's actually something that I have. And it's a crappy thing. And yeah. So what else did I have to update everyone on? I didn't expect to stream right now. I was going to do my next stream, like kind of like my comeback stream, I guess, so to say, because I haven't been able to stream where I've been living at the Airbnb. The internet just stinks. I can go on other people's streams easily, but I can't like do the StreamYard thing. I don't get enough power juice from the internet. But where I'm moving, I have good internet. But my birthday is coming up. I'm turning really, really old, like 85 minus 40. And I decided I'm going to do a birthday stream. I did one last year and the year before, and they were fun. Last year, like Tom from Mead came on as Bat Tom, which I don't know if you guys all know about that, but a lot of people like to see that. Polly from Latino Slant stripped for me and played that, sang happy birthday in a Mexican happy birthday song that got hit on my channel, but it doesn't matter because I'm not monetized. I'm like a couple from 500. If anyone wants to spread the word, I think I was at like 493 last night or something. And I don't really care that much about there's another one of these. I don't really care that much about it. It's just now that it's there, I want it to be like rounded off at like 500. Anyway, so I'm going to do a birthday stream, and this year Dark Gift told me he's going to strip. Dark Gift Comics said he'll strip on my birthday stream. We'll see if that happens. Might just be talk, but I talked to Paulie. Paulie will be there. I'm gonna have a couple fun people on there. If anyone has any ideas or wants to join in or anything like that, let me know. I'm doing it on May 12th. My birthday's the 15th, but that's a Monday. And I always used to do, people that ever watched my Late Night John's show before, it was always Friday night. So I'm just sticking with the Friday night thing. It's probably not going to be as starting as late as Late Night John's does, but we could go as late like I usually do. I mean, I've gone to like 4 or 6 in the morning with that show before. So, yeah. So that's going to be May 12th. I don't know exactly what time I'm going to start. I'm thinking I'm going to start, I was going to do 10 o'clock Mountain Time, but that's midnight East Coast time. So I might try and start at like 9. So it's 11 on the East Coast. I don't know. If I go much earlier, there's too many people streaming usually. And some of the people that I invited have like prior commitments and stuff with some of their shows. Yeah. Okay. You moving in with Sheila and her Mexican maid? No, Sheila's, we're not in the same state. I love Sheila though. She was so cool. Here we go. It says wildlife viewing, bighorn sheep. Low spec was right. Anyway, you can like, if you like stand and watch for a while, you can see them up on this mountain right over here, but we're not going to do that. And it's weird because there were all these people booking one day, and that's why I had stopped. And I still could not see the damn bighorn sheep because they're like so like camouflaged into it. And finally, someone pointed out like where they were, and I was like, oh my God, there's like a ton of them up there. But you can't tell the way they like blend in with their surroundings. Okay, let me just back over here. I do not, I mean, it's kind of nice to like take this drive and like talk to people and I guess explain the drive or whatever. I wish I put this steering wheel down a little. I know there is a way right here. I just got a feel for it though while I'm looking at the road. I've done it before. I won't be able to find it though. Sorry. Oh well. So I forgot what I was saying now. Streaming has gotten crowded almost every day of the week. Lord Ravener, you're correct. It has. And you know what? It's not like I get a ton of people that watch me anyway. I think the last stream I did, I had like 28 concurrent. And that was probably for like 1 second of the stream. I don't get high numbers typically. I'm happy with 5 people, honestly. I'm happy with 1 person. Because for me, it's really, I just do it for fun. And out of like boredom and loneliness is really why like I started my actual channel. Started at late night, like during the whole crap show that was going on. There's a really pretty lake over here, but it's kind of down, so you can't see it very well. Maybe you can. You see the pretty lake. I don't know. We're coming into Georgetown. Okay, Georgetown has an underground jail. I know a couple people that have been arrested and spent a weekend in the underground jail here in Georgetown. And it's, I don't know, it's not even a very interesting town. There's some cool history in it, but pretty much all the like cool historical older towns here in Steamboat, I'm gonna get sunburned. For real, I'm going to. It has happened. Pretty much all the like cool historical towns in Steamboat, in Colorado, and Steamboat is a good example. Steamboat used to be a cowboy town. Like they still used to have the horse hitches in front of like all the restaurants. Everything is getting developed now. Aspen, the city of Aspen bought the Steamboat Springs Ski Mountain, and since then it's been like all like through, and it's like, oh, I wish I could turn. So there's this random trailer park just right on the side of the highway here. There's nothing else. It's like on this ledge. I don't even know how they drive up to these trailers, and there's like 6 different or 12 different trailers there. It always fascinates me, and I always say I'm going to buy one of those trailers one day, be a hermit. Or, like, do something ridiculous where people on the highway can always just see you and they remember that. So it becomes like a roadside attraction or something. Okay, Punkwada says, streaming is the new way. Thankfully, there are enough people who watch that you may not have thousands of people in your chat. Sorry, I'm looking and reading, but you can have real conversations. I prefer that. Punkwada, you're absolutely correct. Oh, come on, this truck is going so slow. Come on, let me over, guys. This truck is going so slow. I'm not going to get enough oomph to get up the hill now. I called it the hill after I just made fun of people for calling it the hill, up the mountain. Oh, it says silver plume. From far away, I thought it said puma. I was gonna laugh. Okay. Pokemon, I agree with you because I remember one time, I don't know, there was some stream that I forget who I had someone on there where I had a bunch of people, but and the chat was going nuts. I can't follow the chat like when it's moving too fast, and I like when I'm actually streaming and it's just me. I'm not driving, obviously. I like to read everyone's chats and get to know the chat. So I do agree with that, like having less people. Here you can see some snow still on this mountain up here, I think. We'll see in a second. I just keep, you guys are probably getting like car sick the way I keep just doing this. I don't know if you can see the snow up on the mountain there. Not, then here we go. Just go like this, come back over here. All right. 95 probably shouldn't be going that fast. I have a heavy foot. All right. Set myself at 70. D. Reed is in his house. You better start following the damn chat. No excuses. Well, I can't always follow the chat when I'm behind. I've been behind 3 already. There may have been more on Final Destination Wild Trucks that I could have died from. Well, I wasn't behind them. I avoided them. But yeah, I don't know how long you've been watching or if you just tuned in. There's a cop there. I gotta slow down. I gotta go the speed limit. I think we're kind of close. But I don't know how long you've been watching TV, but I'm doing the tour for the halfway meet with my ex-husband to get my Walter boy, my sounds like Walter boy, my dog, my Boston Terrier. I can't wait. I'm gonna have him for a whole week. I cannot wait, and I'm moving into my new place already, even though like my official move out date isn't until well, it was gonna be it's June 1st. It's the end of this month. But I'm pretty much going to have most of my stuff moved into this place before then, which is cool. So I'm looking next for the Eisenhower Tunnel because I think once I go through the Eisenhower Tunnel, I go down the mountain again, and that's going to be my exit. I don't know why I keep getting back in the right lane. It's so I don't have to pay attention to anything, but there's all these darn trucks that have problems on these roads. So. Okay, once I go around the turn and I'm on a straightaway again, I'll get back to the chat. I apologize, chat peeps. This, okay. I'm driving with my knees. I know you guys think I'm like dangerous or not driving safely, but I have long legs. I'm a very knee driver. I can never untwist things. Stupid hands. What is this? It's kind of all over me. I thought it would be a normal bottle, but obviously it's a sport thing. Okay, I just spilled everywhere. Bakerville, I am now passing, and we're coming into more snowy areas. Okay. Lord Ravener, you gonna buy Walter a Happy Meal for the drive home? I don't give my dog McDonald's, but I do have a couple presents for him already, and I have a cute little shirt to put on him because I dress my dog. But he is a cold weather dog, so he gets cold, and he actually enjoys getting dressed. I'm so for the people that are like that's animal abuse, you're putting your dog in outfits. My dog, when he comes in from the cold, like I'll take off his hoodie and put like his like when I was with him full time. So I would put on his like winter coat that was like waterproof to go out in the snow, and then I put his hoodie in the dryer, and he would come running in and go right to the dryer and like put his paws up to get dressed back into his little hoodies. Okay, so then D Reed says, oh wait, okay, better fart, better fart. That's what I'm gonna do. D Reed, it's okay. You can hit that gas pedal from 50 to 52. Not gonna hurt. I was going 90 before D Reed, and I passed like 3 cops at that time of day. Cops are terrible in Colorado too. In Steamboat Springs, they actually started a free bus, which is kind of nice, to get around town because there were so many DUIs. Literally, they just pull people over randomly there if you're driving at nighttime. But on the highway here, the skadies are just, they're everywhere. It sucks. And they radar from the air. Like you get tickets. I know, I'm sure a lot of people are aware of like how you can get a ticket. You know, you can get a ticket like running a red light. Has anyone gotten like a ticket in the mail? Because I did one time. Driving home from the hospital, like loopy, which I should not have even been driving. But apparently I went through a red light and the ticket was mailed. And they had like the most perfect image of my face. I was so blown away. We are entering the Arapahoe National Forest, just in case anyone cares. But here they radar you from the air and you get tickets in the mail. Or they'll like, there's not tolls here on this road, but if there's tolls, they'll, you know, do it between the toll stops. Bullshit. Toll duty. Speaking of food, has anyone in the chat ever had Rocky Mountain oysters? Do you like Rocky Mountain oysters? Because they're a delicacy around these parts. Now the chat's not going to move. I'm probably not even live anymore, but we'll see. We'll find out. Okay, we're moving. It's unlawful to proceed without the required equipment. We're at exit 218. It's my number, yo. It's Courtney 218. That's my tag for Twitter and for YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to see what else. What did I miss? Oh, Gray was here. I missed Wakasashi's tea house. Oh my goodness, Gray. I'm sorry, I totally missed you. Gray's my buddy. He's cool people. Okay, he wrote, "Hey Courtney, I'm just heading to bed." So he's already in bed. Midnight in Japan. Good night. Well, thank you for stopping by. We're going by Stearns and Foster truck now. Finest beds made. Tempur-Pedic. I miss my Tempur-Pedic bed. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't even know what I'm gonna be sleeping in at my new place yet. Probably a blow-up mattress to start. All right, so let's go down here back to the new comments. David says, "You need to bust the freestyle for the drive." I need a beat, man. We're coming up to the exit from Loveland Pass. It's hard when I gotta concentrate, D-Read. But actually, Ali Sangui and I have spoken about we're gonna both do a rap together. If anyone saw Dark Gift's rap from when he was in 8th grade, it was amazing, crazy and ill. Where there was his like rap group. It was like for like an 8th grade talent show or something. And the lyrics are great, and they were really good actually. They sounded like totally old school. But one of the lines was like, "Go home, or instead of straying, go home to your mother and father, give them hugs or something, and don't do drugs." It was so hilarious, like DARE program remaining, even though Darkish older than me, and I was the first year to have DARE, so I don't think he even had that program. But anyway, Ali and I decided that we're gonna rap together, and Sinatra and Dark Gift, maybe. I don't know. We'll put down some beats for us. Papa Cotton, what's up? Papa Cotton, I'm driving to go get Walter right now. I'm really excited. I'm almost there. I've been in this car for like almost 2 hours, it seems like. And my car doesn't want to make it up the hill. Come on. I need to name my car. It's not, well, it's, yeah, I guess it's a car. It's a Ford Escape. It's like a little SUV type thing. What do I name my car? Any ideas? Papa Cotton. What's not a good idea? You gave me a great idea for my rap name. It's the Offbeat. I still like that. I still go by that sometimes. And I can't name my car Betsy, which is like what a lot of people name their vehicles. I know, because that's my mom's name, or her picked name. Okay, we are going through the Edwin C. Johnson Memorial Tunnel and the Eisenhower Tunnel, which was built in 1973. Hoopty? Hoopty, come on, Hoopty! Come on! That's funny to read. It's a good name for this thing. Okay, so it's gonna get dark in here. It's getting dark in here. I can't see a damn thing. Are my lights on? Yes. No, they weren't. Now they are. It's a law to have your lights on in the tunnel. My mom gets freaked out driving through tunnels. This is actually easy to read the chat now, and no one's writing anything. Probably because I'm probably frozen or something. And I'm gonna have to probably end this soon because I'm gonna be coming right down to where I need to meet BX. Hoopty. Hoopty's pretty funny. My name is Hoopty, pronounced with an oopty. If Courtney crashes, it's a whoopsie. I strongly dislike these newer vehicles that have these the headlights that are like, I don't know, LED or something. They're so bright, they mess with my vision really bad. I'm not about to switch lanes. Here. Runaway truck ramps. So close. And it's funny because I grew up East Coast, Philly, and then in Boston. And in the Boston area, Dunkin' Donuts is like a huge thing. Kind of like the joke. Wawa's big in Philly, Dunkin' Donuts is big in Boston. Well, when you get off where I'm going, the exit where I'm going, there's actually, they opened a Dunkin' Donuts right there. And I kind of want to stop just for like nostalgia reasons. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going down now because this is kind of pretty. If you guys can see the mountains and everything, I just hit myself in the face with the thing, putting it back. That's awesome. So this is a pretty cool, look at all the snow still up there. I hope I'm not like covering with my fingers. I know I could probably just switch the camera around, but that would have taken too long on this because I'm on the StreamYard thing. Runaway truck ramps. I'm just trying to be able to show you guys what one looks like. I should be down in my low gear here. There we go. Then it slows me down by myself and my car makes lots of noises. No, it's not that steep. I don't need to do that. So we're going down, 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 down. Not to the river. To the Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe. Come on, people. It's a good thing my car has good brakes. So over yonder way, I can't believe I just said that. For all those mountains, that's like up closer to where I live. For like, I say 17 years, but I went back and forth a couple times. So like total it was probably 15. Come on now. We're all going real slow. There's a runaway truck ramp, but it's covered in snow. So you guys can see the runaway truck ramp. If a truck can't stop, they would go up where that snowy part is, and that's how they stop. See over there, over that way. It's the runaway truck ramp. Why is this person like stopping? We're from Utah. They don't know any better. Okay. Let's see if I can get this back on here. Wait for my straightaway so I can do it. Driving with my knees. I'm a good driver. Don't worry. It would be kind of funny if I. Okay, come on back on here. There we go. Good. Boom. Oh my! I got a package delivered. Back in Colorado Springs. Dang it. This way. Coming down the hill. I don't have any trucks in front of me, thank goodness. Oh, but then they tell you like speed limit 60 and you have to just ride your brakes the whole time. It's dumb. Very dumb. Okay, so I have a 1982 280CX. I named it Zoe. About phone service. It's happened. I'm actually about to my word. And so the owner of the actually say, go to the front porch, you can grab that. Yeah. My camera. Company like I'm already here. And probably 9 o'clock Mountain Time is what I'm thinking. 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a bash. Probably go all night if people are hanging. So ooh, this is a cool runaway truck ramp. It's a really big one. I'm not gonna do that now because this is actually windy right here, and I can't. I am safe enough that I won't do it when I can't. I won't take the phone back off of the thing when I can't. But this is a gigantic. It looks like a roller coaster. This runaway truck ramp. Okay, so sayonara, everybody, and yeah, peace out, dudes and dudettes. Robot. Yep. Okay. Bye, guys. The Wyoming Hay Cube. Oh my goodness, this truck is going so slow. Get around it. Okay. Toodles.